This law could take away your right to vote in the next election. It's called the SAVE Act, and our current government is insisting that it's necessary. In fact, Trump called it his #1 priority. Now, why this tops his list instead of gas prices or housing costs or general inflation or stagnant job creation or his war in Iran or the Epstein files, I don't know. It might have something to do with the fact that he thinks the SAVE Act will guarantee his party wins in November. Now, how's it going to do that? He says by stopping the undocumented immigrants who keep stealing our elections. Now, I'm a citizen, but if I were an undocumented immigrant, I don't think I'd be getting anywhere near the government. I mean, would you risk criminal charges and deportation and a permanent ban on ever becoming a citizen just so you could cast one measly vote out of 150 million? Of course not, because that's stupid and you're not an idiot. Turns out undocumented immigrants aren't either. Utah reviewed over 2 million registered voters and found one confirmed case of non-citizen registration. And they're not the only ones. The Heritage Foundation, the conservative think tank behind Project 2025, they have an election fraud database that's kept by people who want to find this problem. They looked at voting across the entire country, across years, 24 years, and they found 77 instances of non-citizen voting. So if non-citizens aren't voting in our elections, then why is the SAVE Act such a huge priority for the president? Who the hell knows? I mean, we could argue over alternative facts all day, or we could stop asking who's right and just start asking who benefits. If the SAVE Act passes in its current form, you won't be able to register to vote without a valid passport or an official birth certificate with your current name on it. That means your driver's license doesn't count, your real ID doesn't count, and if you're one of the 84% of women who change their name when they get married, even your birth certificate won't count, unless it's updated, which is not a simple process. And if you happen to be one of the 146 million Americans without a valid passport, you won't be able to register unless you fill out the paperwork and fork over a fistful of cash and wait weeks to receive your passport in the mail. And why would a government run almost exclusively by old rich men want to pass a law that makes it harder for women and low-income voters to make their voices heard? Some questions answer themselves, don't they? Follow for more, because